Hi guys, Danny here, and welcome to part 2 of my Cyberware review. In this, I'm just going to be going over all of the different upgrades you can get, also a couple of things about the different items the mod adds. So right now, actually I should show you guys how I look right now. I have no arms, and I think this is a very much a thing you guys should note. I had the hand upgrades, the robotic arms, and I took them out without replacing them with the normal human arms, and now I can't interact with anything. I'm in creative, but I can't break any blocks. I can't right click, I can't do anything anymore because, well, I took out my robot arms without putting in the human arms. So yeah, you guys should be careful of that, because I think the only way for me to revert back to normal is to actually die. So I will have to do that, and I will. But first I want to show you guys what everything I have on at the moment, which I can't do because I can't click on anything, but I'll still tell you guys. I have various upgrades for the Cyber. I have the enhanced low light vision, which means even if I'm in the dark, I can still see because I have permanent night vision, and the liquid refraction upgrade allows me to see clearly even underwater, and you can see that here. There you go. Everything is very clear. Everything is, I can see everything very clearly. And the third thing is the targeting overlay, which you can see here. All the different mobs are highlighted in white, and you can see them even when they're hidden behind blocks like so. The kind of sucky thing about it is even when you're right beside the mob, they're still completely white, but you can see them through walls and things like that, so it is incredibly handy, especially when you're mining and things like that. Now the HUD lens is exactly the same as the Cyber Eyes, except for the Cyber Eyes allow you different upgrades. You can see there enable Cyber Eye upgrades, and this is what I was just covering there. But the HUD lens would just display the internal power info, which is added by the HUD jack, which you can see there. I have I have this guy here, the creative capacitor, which you can see in the top left hand corner, and it's completely full for creative purposes, so I can turn that off and on by using the button. So I have it set to L, so now I can turn it off. Whoops. If I click, I can actually also assign a key to it, so I'm going to assign the number 9. So when I hit the number 9, turns off. I hit the number 9 again, turns on. But if I go back to L, you can see it there, I can click on it with the left click to disable the HUD jack. So when I hold L, I can actually hover over it and then let go of the key to actually disable it. So you can see that I don't have the power display anymore, and then I can do the same to enable it right back up, or I can press the numerical buttons I have set, the key bindings, to turn it back on and off. Okay, so I died and I have my arms back, so I'm just going to be picking up all these upgrades that I had in my inventory. All the upgrades that I had on me were, they disappeared. Except it seems for the creative capacitor, so that's pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to be keeping an eye on my tolerance, even though I don't really have to because I'm in creative. But I'm just going to put in the creative capacitor. And in the eyes, I'm not going to be putting in the Cyber Eye anymore because I don't really need the upgrades for this video. I'll just be putting in the HUD lens, which will allow me to see the internal power. So that would be enough. Okay, so I'm going to be putting in some random upgrades here so you guys can see it. So the HUD lens, this one here, which saves XP in a capsule after I die. This one here, which automatically switches the tool in my hand, or rather in my bar, to the right one. This one here, which saves me once by using 500 power units, and then the item gets destroyed. Very important to keep that in mind. The creative capacitor for unlimited power, and the liver filter, which is one of my favorite because it allows you to eat any food or drink without getting any negative effects. So I'm just going to keep popping in, right click, beep beep beep, and that's done. Okay. So now, for example, if I have the iron pick in my hand, I'm assuming this only works when I'm in survival. Okay, just have a look around, make sure there's no mobs around me. So now when I start trying to break this apart, it automatically switches it to the axe, and when I'm going to be mining the ground, it automatically switches it to the pickaxe, which is pretty cool. Okay, so you guys can see that I have low hunger, and I can eat the rotten flesh without getting any of the negative effects. Let's see if it works on potions, and it does. I don't get the weakness effect because I have the liver upgrade, which allows me to eat and drink anything without getting negative effects, which is really handy when you have potions, and when you can actually eat rotten flesh for food without getting any negative effects. And as I've mentioned before, you have to keep in mind that taking out certain limbs will cause instant death. For example, here I took out the heart, and you can see the warning sign here, missing heart will cause death. So if I go in there, even though I don't have a heart, and even though I don't have a heart upgrade, I will die immediately. So yeah, you do have to keep that in mind. Okay, now I guess it's as good time as any to show you the workings of the internal defibrillator, which allows you to prevent death once. So I'm high up, and I'm just going to go to game mode 0. So I'm going to fall, and I didn't die. The fall there would have killed me immediately, but the upgrade actually took the hit, so you can see I don't have the upgrade anymore, the defibrillator, so I was saved from death once, any kind of death. Okay, so I just killed myself again, and you can see I have this item here, the experience capsule, because I had the upgrade that actually saves my experience when I die. Now there is an alternative version of that. You can't actually have both of them at the same time, which is the consciousness transmitter, which allows you to keep some XP after you die. You can't have both this and the cortical stack upgrade. And if I just so now when I just right click, I get back all my experience and everything's fine. So let's look at all the upgrades again. The Cyberware allows you to get Cyberware upgrades, the one that I showed at the very start, and gives you immunity to blindness, so you won't be able to get blindness effect. This allows you to see in the dark. This allows you to see clearly underwater. This shows you the power display, and allows for upgrades to the HUD. This gives you the targeting overlay, and this allows you to zoom in farther and further and further. I think it has like 3 or 4 zooms. It's pretty handy, but I can't really see myself using it at all. And this is just a more basic version of that. Similarly, this one saves your XP in a capsule after you die. This one stops Endermen from teleporting around you. The conscious transmitter keeps some XP after death. This one allows you to switch to the right tool automatically. This one allows you to dodge attacks when you have light or no armor. And this one increases the chance of zombies spawning, as I covered in the first video. And the pump here gives you immunity to weakness. So even if you drank a potion that gives weakness, or you could use the splash potion of weakness, you won't get the weakness effect. The defibrillator saves you from death once, and then it vanishes. This one allows you to heal faster when you're very close to full health. This one heals you when you're close to full health. This one heals the last hit, but there is a delay. This one produces power just from the body's natural pulses. And this one here allows you to gives you additional oxygen underwater. Okay, let's look at another round of upgrades. The pump here allows me to be immune to weakness. This one here allows me to be faster, the hyperoxygenation boost, unlimited power again. This has 3 rounds. Depending on how many you install, you get additional effects. So the first one gives you faster attack speed. Second one gives you so if you have your slot anywhere else, it automatically goes to the weapon. And the third one allows you to automatically face the attacker. So if you're being attacked from the back, you automatically turn around. Bone lacing gives you extra health. And I think that's it. So you can see the extra health there. I have more health than normal. There is actually another upgrade that gives you that actually fits into the same slot as the bone lacing, which gives you immunity to fall damage, but you can't have both of them at the same time. So let's see. L allows me to disable the wired reflexes, but I want to show you guys what the wired reflexes does, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go back down here in the hole. Oops. Just to show you guys. Oh no. Okay, let's try that one more time when there isn't a vampire there to kill me. I've also had another upgrade that gives me spikes on my skin. So if any mob attacks me, it automatically damages them. So spawn the zombie, I'll turn around. Okay, stupid small zombie. You can actually see that I'm actually hitting harder and hitting faster as well, which is awesome. Okay, yeah, turned out I hadn't actually installed any of the upgrades, so there's that. Okay, final times the charm. I've also installed an upgrade that gives me spikes on my skin, so when mobs attack me, they get damaged. You can see it. I'm not attacking it, but it's still getting damaged. So that's pretty handy. You could also probably notice that I got swapped facing the zombie. So let's look at it one more time. Spawn the zombie there. I'll put my I won't be using the sword there, so you'll notice that I'm automatically turned behind the zombie. And yeah, there you go, the zombie died even though I didn't really hit it. Okay, so we move on to the coolest upgrades now. The cyber arms and cyber legs. So you can see that I have a cyber arm now, and I have a cyber arm upgrade, actually my favorite one. It gives you a 3x3 personal crafting space instead of just by 2x2. And another one here that allows you to drop bows faster, which you require a cyber arm, but it doesn't actually clash with these guys. You aren't allowed to have these guys at the same time you have one of these. They're all hand upgrades. But if I go here and in survival, you will notice that I have a 3x3 crafting space, which is awesome. So this upgrade is actually my favorite, so let me just show you guys what the other ones do. Okay, switch my upgrade to the reinforced fist, which allows me to mine stone with my hands. So as you can see, I mine the sandstone much faster with an open hand. So if I have an item there, you'll notice that it goes back to the normal bad speed, the really slow one, and I don't get an item drop. But if my hands are free, really quick, and I don't even need a pickaxe. And the flywheel, which allows you to shoot bows faster. Well, you can see how fast I'm shooting the bows now. Pretty awesome. So the final upgrade here, the retractable claws, allows you to do more unarmed attack damage. So right now I have it enabled. And 1, 2, dead. Now let's disable it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc, etc. Okay, for the final set of upgrades, which are the leg upgrades, you can see I have a robotic leg at the moment. But if I go in here and get a surgery, you should notice that I just have my normal leg back, and that's because I have a special upgrade called the synthetic skin, which hides cyber limbs, both cyber arms and cyber legs. But let's look at the other upgrades I have. So the cyber leg allows you to have some other cyber leg upgrades. So for example, the fall bracers, which absorb small impact damage, so that's fall damage. This one here, which allows you to jump higher, and it says there that it's more powerful with 2 cyber legs, but I only have 1. And finally the deployable wheel, which allows you to walk up full blocks. So let's look at that in action, like that. Pretty cool. Like that. Pretty awesome. Okay. And the higher jumping is like so. Pretty awesome. Okay. Okay, I also got another upgrade, the implanted spurs, which allows me to ride horses faster. And yeah, the horse is definitely faster than it was running before. Okay, I think that's nearly everything covered. There's a lot of repeat, for example, the different batteries, the different ways to produce the different power. There's one that increases the health, which I showed you guys. This one gives you resilience to fall damage. So yeah, just various. This one allows you to swim faster, but that's fairly obvious. But yeah, so for example, if I go to survival, you'll notice that I didn't actually get a lot of fall damage there. Now, if you're wondering why am I slowly losing health, there you go. I jumped up further than 1 block and less fall damage. And like I was saying, if you're wondering why I'm currently losing health slowly, it's because I have less than 30 tolerance, which means it's causing rejection. Now, I didn't mention it last time because I was saving it for now. There's actually this item you can get which slows down or halts rejection damage that you can find in chests. So if I right click and use that, now I have 20 minutes of using as many upgrades as I want. But you have to keep in mind that if you go to 0, you will die immediately. But yeah, I'm using various upgrades even though it's causing rejection. I'm not dying because I have the special medicine. But yeah, I think that's everything covered. There's also a couple of items added that isn't craftable but can make you look like a badass if you wanted to. So I'm just gonna be wearing glasses, trench coat, and wielding the katana, and I look like a badass. Yeah. But yeah, that's everything added by the mod. If you like the video, please give it a like. The links, like always, will be in the description. And thanks for watching.